was not that hyperspeed because this was before the days of Instagram.
Okay.
Facebook was around, but this was before the days of like where we see now with TikTok, Instagram, where there's so many micro trends.
Yeah.
But yes, I mean, there was fast fashion absolutely was
Mm.
around, and being a 20 something who loved fashion, there was a need for me to buy a lot of stuff. So that trip, meeting these artisans and makers, it was just a light bulb moment for me. I don't know, like for some reason the dots started connecting, and I started asking questions, and I came home from that trip. That was in October. And then I decided for the next year, the following year, that I would buy no new clothes.
Oh, wow.
So for a year, I didn't buy any new clothes other than like I was running a marathon that year. So I like bought some running shoes and some stuff for the marathon. But other than that, I did
And
not buy any
no
clothes.
accessories too.
Mm,
Wow.
no, no.
That's
And honestly, like
that's
I
amazing.
didn't need it. I mean, I had
Mm.
so much stuff, and that's what I you know, losing your luggage for a week, 10 days, whatever, will make you realize you don't really need that much stuff, you know, like you can get by
You can
with,
survive
you can
still.
survive with some basic necessities. And so over that course, that year of not buying any new clothes was really the turning point in my journey
Mm.
of where do our clothes come from,
Right.
consumption, breaking that cycle of like having to consume and wanting to shop and buy new clothes all the time.
Yeah. That's such a great way to learn that you don't need more clothes. So the people who are listening to this, don't wait till your luggage gets stole or lost.
Yeah,
Try
correct.
try to be less consumed now. Start from now.
Yeah, absolutely.
But I forgot when we had an intro call last time, you also told me about this story. But what happened later? Did you get your luggage back or
We did. We
okay,
did. It was like
nice.
much later in the trip. And I mean, that poor luggage, the fact that we ever received it truly was a miracle because it never even left the airport. Like it never left JFK airport. It was stuck in the airport.
Oh, it was a
And
year.
yeah, so
Okay.
it was really remarkable that we did eventually receive it. And there's a picture I have somewhere of like me hugging my
Mm,
suitcase when we finally received it, like
yeah.
10 days later, or 8 days. I can't remember. It was like 8 or 10 days later or something.
What was one thing that you were very concerned of and value the most out of that suitcase?
I don't, you know, it's just
Or it was just
stuff.
random things?
It's just stuff. No, there
Okay.
wasn't anything. I think it was just my own clothes, right? Like it
Hmm.
was really hard to go to these local I mean, there were no stores. I mean, we were literally going to markets. And
Yeah.
so it's not like I could run to the mall or to a Target or,
Yeah.
no, those don't exist. So I think it was really hard to try and find just basic necessities
Right.
and we were like hopping around to different cities and countries and stuff. So I think it was just more of like, okay, this is my stuff. I know it's going to fit, I know what I
Right.
have. But
Hmm.
there was nothing of high value in
Yeah.
there.
The one year that when you stopped buying anything, even the accessories, one thing that you craved the most to buy, or you were in need to get that thing, but you say, no, I'm not gonna, ditch this rule that I made for myself.
It was not one thing, it was
Okay.
many things.
Okay, name a few things.
It was hard in the fact that when you are someone who shops a lot, and
Hmm.
I was definitely someone who shopped a lot for that dopamine hit for, oh, I've had a bad day or I've had a bad week or I want to celebrate or I'm going to this function, I'm going to this event, I want a new outfit, I'm going to this, whatever. When so much of your life is encompassed by shopping, and then you're not doing that anymore, it's
Hmm.
hard. It's really hard. And so I did a lot of journaling that year, and just writing down my feelings, and I was trying to figure out other ways to put, my time and energy. Like the dopamine hit that I would get from shopping, what are other things that I could do, like exercising, going for a walk, going to have coffee with a friend? What are other things that I could do other than spending money
Yeah.
or the dopamine hit of shopping. So I it's hard to say there was like one thing because it was honestly it was breaking for me the habit of shopping, of
Mm.
this constant need that I felt. I mean, my God, this was before Instagram. So like
Yeah.
even now, I mean, it would I tell my clients often that if they want to change their shopping habits and if they
Yeah.
want to figure out their style, they really have to get off social media for a period of time because it is, rife with consumerism and we're constantly being targeted and marketed to. And if
Right.
you are someone who struggles with wanting to consume and shop all the
Right.
time, being on social media is hard. So I didn't have that piece, but I was very much used to going into
Mm.
stores, going on my days off. This was before kids. Like before I met my husband. So yeah, I mean, I would go to the mall. I'd go to the mall with friends or like do other kind of online shopping.
Right. It reminds me of a question, one of the most asked question we have here in the webisodes. And, a community asked this question who listened to this one. They say that I am so addicted to shopping when I'm bored. What would you say about that? How can we overcome, or I mean, I don't even know how you can shop when you're bored. I don't even shop when I'm happy. So first, first of all, of course, I don't need anything, but second of all, I don't got enough funds for that. But
Yes. Yeah.
right? So how people shop when they're bored?
Right. Well, I mean, this is a multifaceted question. One, this is what gave rise to fast fashion because so many people do want to shop
Mm.
or because they're bored or for the dopamine hit. The reality
Oh,
is we all have a budget. And this is why fast fashion can thrive because someone can get that quick dopamine hit, spend $15 on an accessory, a shirt,
mm,
right? And they're not investing a lot of money, but it's like, oh, I got that fix. I can, and now like places like Shein and Temu, I mean, you can get quite a few things, I would imagine, for $20, right?
right.
That's not a lot of money when we're talking about clothing. So I think the advice that I would have if you are one of those people that when you're bored or in your downtime and you're struggling with not shopping is you got to find something else. You got to find another dopamine hit, preferably one that's not, you don't have to spend money and
Yeah.
is not costly to the environment. Like go for a walk, phone a friend, do some, what I have learned, if I use my hands, so that means like going out into our yard, doing yard work or gardening, or if I'm like creating something with my kids, I'll do crafts with my kids. That is also helpful for me. I'll go for a walk with a friend. It
Uh-huh.
achieves the same thing
Yeah.
for me. So finding whatever that fix is for you that hopefully one doesn't cost money
Right.
and two doesn't cost the planet that
Right.
like our overconsumption does.
100%. I believe it's the same thing that dopamine hit and that's why we're doom scrolling all day, and that's where the companies come in when they advertise stuff, and they just make it so tempting for us that we just fall into it and just consume a new thing,
Yeah, yeah. It's
right?
those tiny, tiny like or those microdosing of the dopamine hits that really is not fulfilling us at all. If
Yeah,
anything, it's the opposite.
that's right. So after that year when you of not buying anything new, how did your approach to fashion and styling start to change?